Hello world and welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I am your host Mecca. If it is your mission to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you, my friend, are in the right place. I'm so excited about this episode because in this video we are speaking about personal and spiritual development, and the topic of this video is how to stop overthinking. Let's get straight into the video. Overthinking, it sucks. Overthinking sucks. Let me tell you something, right? I remember I found myself, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I found myself one day in the bed, literally trying to tackle a problem to the damn ground. Honey, listen, I was in the bed. I'm just like, let me think for a second. Let me just think. I can't think. You know how long I was there? For 6 hours. 6 hours of the day had passed me by, okay? Let me tell you something. Before we jump into the drip of this video, I want to make sure that you subscribe, honey. Make sure that you are subscribed so you can make it official. You are now a part of the Mecca Mastery TV family, honey. Welcome. You're not going to want to miss this, okay? Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you what overthinking does. Overthinking causes so many bodily diseases, right? You have dis-ease and discomfort in your body, right? When you overthink, first of all, headaches start banging on your door like, hey, I'm here. Knock, knock, here's a headache, okay? You start feeling tense all up in your shoulder area, in your neck area, your back. You know, you can't breathe. The rhythm of your breath is not even just flowing how it should. You can't even breathe deep. Come on, take a deep breath with me. Here we go. Release, let it go. One more time. Let's do one more. Here we go. We needed that, okay? When you are overthinking, that's out the window. When you overthink, life in itself feels like it's on pause. Let me tell you what overthinking does to your brain. When you overthink, you start to be stressed out. And when you're stressed, you send signals to other parts of your body. So those signals are being sent to other parts of your body in different organs. You then let off these stress hormones called telomeres in your body that begins to be shortened because you are stressed out. Then your cells are going to start to react. Then you're going to start to hold on to fats, like trans fats and things that you don't need. So then it's going to start to weigh you down because now things that's supposed to be working for you, giving you energy, providing energy, ain't working. You have no clarity. Things are not clear. It's cloudy inside. Overthinking is not it, and it's not our friend. In this video today, I'm going to tell you how to stop overthinking. I'm going to get straight to it because this ain't a channel, honey. And if you are, you've been a family member here, you already know we get straight into the drip. All right, this ain't a channel where we about to beat around the bush to give you this soul food. So first of all, when you overthink, it is a sign that you are not trusting in yourself and trusting in the universe. That is the first thing. When you are not trusting in yourself and trusting in the universe, this is a direct sign, right, as the reason why you're overthinking. And what causes this? It's because there are things that you want. Let's say you have desires that you want to be fulfilled in your life, or you have things that need to be done like pay bills. Okay, you need to fit in your wedding dress. Okay, you don't know whether or not you are marrying the right person. Okay, you don't know how you about to move to another country, but you want to do it. You know, you don't have the plan. Okay, you don't know, so you overthinking it because you don't know. So these are things in your life that causes uncertainty. But let me tell you something first. Our whole life is about uncertainty. Begin to build a relationship with the unknown because our life is unknown. Once you accept that the unknown and you embrace it, you start to feel better, and overthinking starts to decrease in your life because you're no longer trying to control everything. When you are so much in the unknown and you're overthinking because you don't know what's going to happen, it's because you want to control everything and you're not being in the present moment, which takes me to number 2, right? You have to be present in where you are. That's not to say that you don't have plans or you don't have desires and you don't have goals for the future, but all you have is right now. All you have is really right now. This is the moment that you have. God forbid you might go to another dimension tomorrow, and that's okay. And this actually touches deep into this. You have to not fear. I'm going to just say it. You can't fear your physical body dying. And to not fear your physical body dying and not accomplishing all this external stuff is to release the ego. The ego is what is attached to everything that's external. So that takes me into my next point. Another reason why we are always overthinking is because it's coming from a space of ego. Let's say you have some desires in your life, okay? Or you have things that you're unknown about. You can't make a decision. Or you want to take this journey, but you don't know how you're going to pay for it. You don't know how you're going to move into this house. People are saying XYZ. All things external is in alignment with the ego. You care about what somebody say, okay? You care about how you're going to look. You care about who's going to be pissed off, how people are going to judge you. You care about what it's going to look like. It's all external with the ego. You have to ask yourself, when you are sitting and pondering on whatever it is, whatever thing you're trying to tackle to the ground, honey, stop trying to tackle it. You're tackling it and you over here killing it and it can't breathe. It needs room to breathe. That means you need to step away from it. You're trying to tackle something to the ground. Instead, you got to step back and ask yourself, is this and my decisions with this coming from a space of love or fear? Love has nothing to do with the external world or anybody else. It has everything to do with how you want to feel, okay? And your trust in the universe and in the Most High. That's what that is. Fear is of the ego, of the external, of what everybody else got to say. Of, am I following in mommy and daddy footsteps? What are my friends going to say about this? Is people going to accept me? Is this going to happen? All this external stuff. So one of the things I highly recommend is doing a prayer or a ritual to rid of your ego. I did this simple, right? And I'm finally in like the end stages of my ego being shedded all the way off, like being killed. I just did a meditation ritual for releasing with our protection kits, okay? I used the protection kit and I used the black candle and I just burnt the candle over this paper and I wrote on the paper, I released my ego and everything that I feel like was associated with the ego of things that I had active within my vibration in my life that was a part of anything external. I wrote that and I said, listen, universe, I trust you. I trust you to guide me, to help me release this and to put me on the path that I need to go into and to really help me be deeper in alignment with who I am authentically in my source, in my soul. So another thing, right? My next point, overthinking, right? Overthinking means that you're just not trusting the process and you're too far into the future. When you are too far into the future, like I stated before, you are not in the present moment, right? How do you want to feel? It's not about what you want things to look like externally. How do you want to feel? Now, that's not to say that you ain't got some external things to do. How do you want to feel first? First, that's what you need to say to yourself. How do I want to feel? Then from there, and what do I need to do to get this feeling? And the next thing, this is the cherry on the top. Just do it. Just do it. Hell, everybody's going to get scared at some point. We all scared. Get your ass out there, get bit and get it over with already. If it doesn't work out, you're afraid of failure, you're afraid of what somebody's going to say, you're afraid of being played, you're afraid of losing money, learn from it. Begin again. That's what life is about. Life is a continuance of life, death, life, death, life, death. People believe that it's supposed to be always this summer, spring phase of life, 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 life. You always bearing fruit, but it's not like that. It's life, death, life, death, life, death. And the reason why it's like that is because you're continually going in cycles and you're starting over. I'm sure you can say for yourself, the you 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years, 7, 10 years ago is not the same you today. You're in a different phase in your life, in a different cycle. At some point in your past, you had a cycle, you started something, You began something, and then you ran that, and it ran its course, and then you switched over to the next lane, to another vehicle. That cycle came to an end. So it's things like that in your life right now. Sometimes these things are overwhelming you because you don't know what's going to happen. But that's okay. Your whole life has been like that, and that's okay. That's what I want you guys to understand. That's what your whole life has been. However, society today has been preaching and trying to make people believe that you should have all this control. Release the control. You should have control over how you do things in the present moment, and that is it. Yes, state your desires. Do your rituals, okay? Say your affirmations. Write down your goals. But be here. Be in the now. Focus on how you're feeling. So, to take it a little deeper, the other work that you need to do, physical work, is meditation. Like I always say meditation, to quiet your mind, to release. And when you're doing meditation, I highly recommend you put your timer on about 15 to 20 minutes and just repeat the mantra in your mind. Let go, let go, let go. Connect deep with your breath and release, right? Release. I highly recommend that, yes, meditate and try to do this in a space where it's a lot of noise. Because the more that you can block out the chatter around you, the deeper tuned in you can be with yourself, the more you start to trust yourself, and you don't have to overthink. It's like magic. The second thing I recommend, like I always do, is journaling, writing. You have so much going on with inside of you, you just need to let it out. When you see it on paper, when you let your thoughts flow out, they're all up in there going crazy in your mind, taking up space, right? So when you just go ahead and let them out onto something and you put them out, it starts to clear up that space for you so you can actually take action externally. Because how you gonna win when you ain't right within? You can't make any actions and movements in the external world, right, that is really lasting, long-lasting change that matters, without really addressing and adhering to your internal world. I highly, highly, highly recommend that, okay? You got this, babe. You got this. And just do it. Whatever you think about, just do it. Follow your heart. If it keeps coming up within you, it's a reason it keeps coming up within you. And you have to trust. Block out the world, the external world, and the voices around you. Nobody's life matters. At the last day, at the end of all of this, what only matters is you and how you feel. That's it. And I hope you love this video and you share this with somebody that you care about. Because we always say here at Mecca Mastery TV that sharing is caring. I have one-on-one coaching available. I'm cutting my coaching out beginning for January, right? So at the end of this month, you have only a few days left to book your coaching, your spirituality coaching session with me. You can either email me at meccabookings@gmail.com to ask more questions, or you can just click the link in the description box below and book your session today. And it has all the information when you click that link as well that you will need. Make sure that you head over to my website so you can find a wide range of things that is so good for your soul, honey, soul food, all right? And like I stated before, we have our protection kits. Make sure you order your protection kit available so you can do your releasing ritual, right? To let go of anything that don't serve you, especially that ego. All right, and make sure, honey, that you are subscribed, because if you ain't subscribed, honey, you're gonna miss these updates, and we don't want you to do that. And that you stay connected with me if you're on social media and other social platforms as well. And I'm sending my love. Wait, back up. And like I always say here at Mecca Mastery TV, you, my friend, you go out into the world, you kick a whole lot of action. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because you can do whatever you put your mind, your heart, and your soul to, okay? I'm sending my love, my light, peace, tranquility, good ass vibrations and frequencies your way. Until next time, I'll see you in the next episode with peace and love. See you in the next one.